Hey guys, Kate here from Anime Missy. Thanks for watching today. I have brought a very special guest to come in and chat with me about something that I personally know very little about and wanted to explore and share with you all, and that is the world of anime figurine collecting. So please welcome the very awesome figure aficionado, Madison, joining me today from Mississippi to chat with me more about this figurine world. Hey, Madison, how are you? Are you excited?
I am very excited. I love talking about figures. It's like my personality.
Great, awesome. So I have a bunch of questions for you, obviously, and let's just go right to it. We'll start from the beginning. I kind of want to hear about your journey, and when did you start watching anime, and at what point did it translate over to figurine collecting?
So I started watching anime when I was like a child. Like literally every Saturday morning on 4Kids, I'd watch like Kirby and Sonic, and then at night I'd watch Toonami off of Cartoon Network every Saturday. And so me and my brother would just watch it all the time together. So that's what kind of started it. And then he introduced me to video games when I started holding stuff. So that just kind of blended in together of me liking anime and all of this stuff, really. So it's
Gotcha.
very young age.
Very, very young. Okay. And at what point did your video gaming and anime start turning into more of this figurine world? At what point did you kind of learn about it?
I didn't know about it until my brother gave me my first figurine ever back. I think it was like 2014. It was my birthday. It was a birthday present for me.
Oh,
And it was my favorite video game character, Colette. And I was so excited. I didn't even know there was figures before that. Like my friend had them, but I was like, oh, that's cool. Didn't think about it or anything until I got one. I was like, I want more of these.
yeah.
But my collection didn't really get big until like a couple years ago. I was slowly getting them, but now I'm really, really getting a lot of them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I could see in your background there. You have just
Yeah.
tons and tons. So
I
it's
got too many.
no
I got too many.
no such thing. So, okay. So generally, what is the purpose of the overall purpose of these? Why keep and collect them? Is it to sell them? Is it to bring them to shows? Is it like Pokemon where you battle someone else with other figurines? Tell me about that.
Well, mostly it's kind of like when you collect like China pieces or like what's the other thing? Like dolls, collectible dolls. The retail value afterwards is insane.
Really?
Like it's an investment if you really think about it. I have one figure up there that I paid $350 for,
Wow.
and he is now $500 because he's limited edition. So you can't
Oh,
really get him anywhere else, and he just keeps getting higher and higher. And there's
really?
another one over up there. You can't see it, but he's worth over $1,000 right now. Like he keeps going up in value. So if you ever get out of it, you can resell it and get twice as money back because of how rare they are.
Wow. Okay. So that was my next question is
Mm-hmm.
where do you get them, and are they expensive generally, and what's the most expensive one that you've ever bought?
I get them from websites, AmiAmi, eBay, Macari, Tokyo Otaku Mode. There's plenty of websites to get them from.
Okay.
And in Japan, they have so many stores with them. Like it's a huge thing in Japan. I went so many stores, and they were just everywhere. It's like a big thing over there. And they're pretty expensive. It depends on what kind you get. Let's say you have a prize figure. A prize figure is pretty around $30.
Mhm.
They're not like the best quality, but they're good. And they're smaller in size too. But like a scale figure is like around like this big, and they put a lot of detail in it and everything, and there's a lot of money. So that's a lot. And the most expensive one I have is my cloud figure. He has a motorcycle, and I paid $400.
Wow.
But I might top that soon because there's a figure I want that's over $1,000, and it's 1/4 scale. Like if I was standing up, it would like come to the top of my desk. Like
Wow. Wow. That's
it's
huge.
humongous. Yeah.
Massive.
Yes. So I might be broke.
Yeah.
I'm really wanting him really bad. I'm like, should I do it? Because he's really cool.
I mean, it sounds like a very expensive hobby, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you buy a lot at once, and if you're not really keeping track of, how much you're spending, I'm sure that can add up quite quickly, and
Yes.
it can,
It's
one day
it's a
you realize,
lot of money. You get broke really quick. I'm broke right now.
but it's
And that
worth
is
it,
not
right?
fun.
But it's worth
It's
it, right? It's worth it to
mm-hmm.
have them, and the excitement that you feel excited when it's coming, and
Yeah, it's like your favorite character, and you get to like have them in your house, and you look at them, and it just makes you happy, you know? Like, I don't know, it makes me happy looking at them. It's like my
sure.
serotonin.
How common is it for you, Madison, to find other people to talk about these figurines with?
Well, not too common. Where I live, no one really around me collects, but on the internet, it's really easy. Like my Instagram, I have found so many people that collect their own figures, and they're all so sweet and kind, and they're just good people, and you just share what you get, and everyone's just so excited. So it's a very good community to me, at least, from what
Sure.
I've experienced.
Yeah, I've seen a lot on your posts that you're doing a lot of partner posts. There seems
Mm-hmm.
quite a good following that you have, and a lot of engagement, a lot of people who are really interested in what you put out and what you're posting.
Yes.
You've been collecting since, you said, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Over the last 6.5, 7 years, have you seen the value of figurines go up or down? Are they more sought after in your?
Uh, Recently, they have gotten more value. Like most figurines have a lot of value in them. Like, let's say that Colette figure I have, my brother got it for $80. Now she is 200 something worth and everything. And there's more people going at them because there's more people getting into anime. And then they realize there's figures for it and they're getting them and everything. So, like, it's getting more popular, which is kind of bad in my case because I'm like, it's going to sell out. I can't get my favorites anymore. What do I do?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like it's getting more popular. It's becoming a normal hobby for people to have.
So I'm extremely curious about this question for you, Madison. So, what kind of emotional attachment has these figurines brought to you, and do you have a favorite one?
I do have a favorite one. I have a sentimental value to it, the one my brother gave me, because it's my very first one ever. And
Mhm.
I was just so excited because she was my favorite. And I honestly wanted to take her to bed with me and like fall asleep like a pillow, but I was like, I'll break her if I do that. I can't do that. But like, it makes me really happy. Like, just looking at them, like, I grew this collection in like this short amount of time. And yeah, you lose money, but like, you can just get it back, like you work, you get it back, just make sure you pay your bills first. That's all you gotta do.
So I get it. It's a nostalgic, sentimental value, and you can't put a
Mm-hmm.
price on either of those
Mm-mm.
things, I think, generally. So it sounds like it's something that's just very dear to your heart, and regardless of the cost, it's something that'll always be there for you.
Yeah, it helped me through a really bad breakup 2 years ago. It helped me a lot,
Oh,
growing my collection. It helped me, so it's kind of special to me. It helped me
sure.
grow as a person too. Actually, it's kind of weird to say the figurines helped me grow, but it
Right.
did.
And everybody has their different escapes, and
Mm-hmm.
this for you, I think, is a really, really good one.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the passion in your eyes, and it makes you light up when you talk about it. So it's just so cool to see that. So how has these figurines affected your life and friendships in a positive way? And what are some of those positive experiences that you've gained by collecting?
Me and my best friend collect figures together. So, like, this side is my side, and this one over here is hers.
Okay.
And we kind of bond through figures like, oh, I got this one. Are you going to get this one? Look, I found this one that you need to get. So, like, we just go back and forth
Mhm.
looking for figures for each other and everything so we can both grow too. Like, she absolutely loves it. It grew our friendship. And I have another friend I talk to, she loves looking at them and everything.
One more question. So lastly, what would your advice be for other people who are getting into collecting figures, and what would you tell them?
Watch out for bootlegs. Being cheap isn't always a good thing.
Okay.
There is bootlegs are copies of the original, cheaper but really bad quality. Like
Really?
there would be like a character where their eyes are like this, but the bootleg one will have them like looking like this, and like they're ugly. I have bought 2 bootlegs before and I threw them away because I hated looking at them because I thought they were real. Some of them are really good copies, but a lot of them are not. So being cheap is not the best unless you are negotiating with someone that's selling their stuff. It's the only way. Just be on the lookout. Usually bootlegs are made from China. So when you're like on eBay, you have to see where it's from. And if it says China, it's most likely a bootleg. If it's from like Japan or something, it's usually authentic. So just put out the cash and don't be cheap about it. You just have to accept that fact is that you can't get a really nice figure for cheap, you know?
I can imagine it happens all the time for someone who's a novice in the world of it and doesn't understand what to look for. And I can understand getting scammed on a whole lot of levels.
Yeah, on there's a website, myfigurecollection.net, where they'll have just categories of figures, and if you look up the one you want, you can see, and they'll see if it's a bootleg or not. They'll tell you if it has a bootleg or not. So then you can just watch out if there is one or not. So that's really good thing to look for, is just go on that website and just research, honestly.
But that's the last question I had for you. I have to say, you know, all in all, it was incredible watching you talk about them, and I can really see that you put a lot of energy and effort into these figurines and into this collection, and it's very close to your heart. So I just want to thank you so much, Madison.
Of course. Thank you for reaching out to me.
Guys, Madison is on Instagram and YouTube. You can go check her out. I'm going to post her link here. And she's also got really cool collections from other video games too. So drop her a follow, okay? And again, thank you, lovely Madison, for doing this with me today. I had fun. I hope you had fun too.
I did.
Everyone, thanks for listening. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. Otherwise, we say arigato and sayonara.